Hi, I'm Chef Alicia Perez with bestbitesforever.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make hummus with warm pita chips. So the first thing that we're going to do is make our warm pita chips. So I want you to go over and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Then you're going to start with a nice piece of pita bread. I personally use the whole wheat bread, but you can use the regular pita if you would like to. And then take some nice olive oil and a pastry brush or a little paintbrush if you have one where the bristles don't fall off. And go ahead and just paint some olive oil right onto your pita bread, like that. You want a nice thin layer. Don't put too much on there because you don't want it to come out oily. You just want it basically to be able to hold the salt and pepper that we're going to add to it now. What I have here is a tiny bit of kosher salt, some fresh ground black pepper, which I'm going to just try to get as even as possible right out of my grinder. The next thing that I'm going to do is take my knife and just cut it into those nice little chippy shapes. You can make these as big or small as you want to, but I cut them in 8s. I think that's just about perfect bite size. And then when you get these all nice and cut up, you're going to stick these into your oven, which you have preheated to 400 degrees. They're going to take right around 3-4 minutes. So for now we're just going to set them to the side, because if you'd like to serve them warm with your hummus, then you want to just wait a minute or two before you put them in. It's not going to take us long at all to get this hummus going. So the next thing that I have is some chickpeas. These are also called garbanzo beans. These happen to be canned ones. This is a 15-ounce can. If you would like to do it from dry, you can do that by all means. It is a lot more nutritious for you. And there are instructions on my website of how to do so. But these are a lot more, I guess, efficient as far as time. So here you go. I'm also going to add 1 garlic clove. You can add more garlic if you would like to. That's one of those preferences. If you like it really garlicky, go ahead and add another one. I wouldn't put too much in there though, because it is raw, so it has a pretty strong flavor. And I'm just going to pulse my food processor. Once I get them kind of ground down a little bit, I'm going to turn the food processor on for just a few seconds. And there's a certain consistency that we're kind of looking out for. It's pretty easy to accomplish in the food processor, and it's going to look like this. I just want to show you so you know what you're looking for at home there. Okay, and the next thing that I'm going to add in here is some tahini paste. Tahini paste is sesame seeds. This is super, super, super good for you. It's very high in omega-3s, so you don't want to leave this out. And I'm going to go ahead and processor it for just a second. And then I'm going to add my other ingredients. And what I have here is some lemon juice. I normally would say juice from 1 lemon, but I had a super duper juicy lemon. So I'm going to go ahead and change my juice from 1 lemon to 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. And this is also one of those things that you do to taste. So if you want more lemon juice in it, you can go ahead and feel free to add it in there. I also have some cumin, and this is about a teaspoon or so. And some kosher salt. I'm going to also add a little bit of the olive oil that I was using to coat my pita bread, just about a tablespoon. That's just to kind of loosen it up a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this on for just another few seconds. Now at this point, if you want for your pita chips to be warm when you serve this, go ahead and stick those in the oven. Just walk away from this. It's going to be fine sitting there for a minute. And then come back over after you get your pita chips in. Add a little bit of water into here. This really just depends on the chickpeas. It's difficult to tell you how much, but anywhere between 1/4 cup and 1/2 cup. I would just add a little bit at a time and go ahead and process it. And if it wants more, then give it to it. So I added about a 1/4 cup, and I'm just going to go ahead and check its consistency and see if it's ready to go. I think we need to processor it just for a few more seconds. It's not quite even in there. And there it is, guys. Absolutely perfect hummus. Can you see that texture? That is absolutely beautiful. So if you would like to get the recipe for this, go ahead and go to my website. It is bestbitesforever.com. I would love to see you there. Happy cooking! Oh, and here's what it looks like. Yay!